Jack here, JBF Music and Guitar Lessons, and what I've got for you here is a feeble attempt at analysing the guitar god virtuoso stylings of one Guthrie Govan, using 3 licks which you can learn with the eye up there. And tabs for those are up on patreon.com/JBF Music. Taking a much more holistic approach here, the end goal is to use whatever we learn to try and write a lick or licks in the style of the man himself. Taking this first lick from 5s. Some words that spring to mind, not even looking at technique or stuff like that yet, just more broadly, and feel free to write them down on your own as well, but to me are playful, expressive, intricate, melodic, tasty. Okay, so let's unpack some of that. Somewhat playful or quaint, but also very memorable melody uses intricate techniques like slides, bends, combinations of these, vibrato, and quite big position shift, going all the way up here to generate that expressive lead sound, busting out a 16th note run and playing it all in 5/4, all adding up to a rather tasty lick. Like if we just played it in one position without any of the note manipulations, which as a lazy player I'd probably do, it's just not as good. These subtle inflections, the grace note slides, or this really cool sustain note, a tiny bend, just all add up. Even the final little chromatic notes add an extra little spice to the line. Okay, let's do the same with Bad Asteroid. 5 words. Elegant, cool, intricate, expressive, fun. So a few of the same words. This is a good thing. We want to get a bit of commonality to lean into. Again, lots of creative, unusual, and very intricate legato. Really lets this line's expressive nature ring true. Sliding into notes. Tapped harmonic. To me, really helped reinforce that fun vibe. I suppose here, fun is also a bit of a synonym for playful, so that's another common thread. Before I forget, please do consider dropping a like and a comment. You have no idea how very, very helpful these are for the channel. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, make sure to subscribe and give the enable all notifications bell a ring. On the back of that, if you're liking this more kind of holistic, broader approach than the more kind of theory-intensive ones I've been doing, you can check out the David Gilmour and Zach Wilde videos I've done like this with the eye up there. But rolling back to the lick here, the laid-back, smooth nature, which aside from playing sort of swung behind the beat, and the note choice, to my ears, it's all that legato that really sells the cool, elegant feeling. This type of legato is not easy to do. If you want some tips on how to achieve this sound, check out the eye up yonder. Ner-Ner, alright, 5 words. Frantic, smooth, playful, intricate, swish. Okay, smooth and intricate again are mainly from the fluid legato in groups of 5. But because why keep it in 4s, eh? If this is new to you and you want a breakdown of that kind of timing, then this can be found by giving the eye up there a click. But here the notes are almost blending into each other, but are played so very cleanly that they're also still very distinctive and articulate. Articulate, in fact, that's a word I would use to describe all of these licks. Combine that with the speed, and that's probably where I'm getting this swish from. The chromatics, which are just everywhere, are probably where I'm getting this kind of playful and frantic thing from. But yeah, which words have I used across every lick? And if you've been writing down your own, I'd suggest you do this as well. So I had playful, expressive, intricate, melodic, tasty. First one, then elegant, cool, intricate, expressive, fun. And the third lick there, we had frantic, smooth, playful, intricate, swish. Now, are there any synonyms there? Aye, to some extent I'd say so. Fun and playful, elegant, smooth and intricate. I also suppose frantic, but just a different side of the intricate coin. Tasty, melodic, cool, swish are all very much circling the same topic as well, but hard to put into one word. Maybe tasty is the best in terms of guitar lingo. So let's condense the list down to playful, expressive, intricate, tasty. How do we convert the seemingly nonsensical list into like what, how and why? What is he playing? In short, these licks that we've looked at. Again, the tab, slow demo and technique breakdown are available with the eye up there. Every lick has chromatic notes, but still retains a strong melodic contour, and none of them are totally guitar friendly. Like, this is well beyond the standard pentatonic licks that we know and love. The bends, the slides kind of push it away from more traditional or straight up jazz as well. So I would wager we can get a playful and indeed tasty sound with chromatics while not getting too bogged down in an atonal swamp of notes. How is he doing this? In these licks, mainly legato and lots of unusual note manipulation combinations for guitar. And generally speaking, a seemingly effortless approach to playing. So stuff like the tapped harmonics, a tutorial on how to do those with the little eye up there, help keep what could otherwise be very dense, serious playing, keep that kind of fun, playful side just ever present. So this takes care of expressive and intricate. Why does he do this? Because he can. Joking aside, he started playing very young, possibly even 3 or 4 years old from what I remember. So imagine how much of an intuitive or natural grasp you have on something like language, which you've just sort of learned to do, and apply that same fluency to playing an instrument. Not to say that he hasn't studied his craft, but there's a kinship and level of comfort, I suppose, with the instrument that seems to get fostered more readily in these early adopters, which players who started later on, but like myself, I got into it more in my kind of late teens, I suppose, often don't quite have. He just seems to be very much at one with the guitar, you know? I suspect because of this familiarity, he has a tendency to complicate his lines in a way a lot of us wouldn't tend to do. I'd guess at some point he probably would consciously have put this stuff into his jamming, and you know, when you play about with new ideas enough, after a while they just sort of work their way into your playing. I'd hazard a guess that he tries to find interesting ways of playing things to add more, often rather subtle shades and colours to his palette, and likes to try and apply ideas from different instruments or even synths on guitars, tying in quite nicely to that unusual legato. In fact, copyright pending, here's a clip of that in his own words.
All I've ever done over the years I've been playing guitar is just listen to everything around me and absorb the aspects of it that I liked. So I've never felt an urge to specialise. I'm happy just to keep combining whatever flavourings I like and rolling it all together.
Playful, expressive, intricate, tasty. So I'm going to think about a cool swing sort of groove. I'm going to base this over an E7. He uses a lot of very complex chords and progressions, but I mean that's the topic from another day. So tasty, playful. I'll try to make this brass sounding. I'm going to go on my bridge pickup. I'm going to roll my tone down a little bit. Maybe a volume a touch too. And make sure to use some unusual fingerings. Let's get a little lead in. Okay. Maybe a bit more legato in the B string. Maybe using this kind of first finger slide thing he likes to do. But kind of a big asteroid stretch. Bad asteroid stretch. Bad asteroid big stretch is what I'm trying to say, I think. Okay, something like that. Intricate. Okay, cool. Now I want a kind of punchy little hook, like five's a nice kind of funky one. Okay, now let's mess about with how and where I play that. So the first one, let's maybe just bend that a quarter tone, something like that. Let's shift it to here. Well, I could pop this accidental in for a bit more variation. I could even bend to that first note. Final time, I need it to be a bit more different again. I'll try sticking some of that up the octave. And how about a pre-bend on that second last note? Coming to my head there, I was kind of thinking about kind of funky stuff. So the first one, I might add in some little rhythmic scratches as well. So let's put it all together. We'd have... Like number 2, I'm going to stick on an E7. Let's go a bit more frantic with chromatics. I'm just going to go bridge pickup to begin this one for more kind of sharp sound. Chromatics, legato, intricate. I really like that kind of double slide thing in Ner-Ner, so I want to steal that. So E7, but keeping it bluesy, so let's start on the minor third. I want to lean into the blues note a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure about that E flat, let's just drop that for now. Okay, better. Maybe a position shift up to here. Using that 5's kind of chromatic idea. You know what? I'm just going to do that with the B string as well. I'm hearing this kind of... Yeah, cool. I'm kind of hearing a 6. Yeah. Being bent up to the flat 7. Maybe go a bit more melodic, so that kind of bend. Maybe a double bend. Cool off, okay, that's just happened. It's a big 5 style slides, so what about... Almost... Okay, right, yeah, sliding from the flat third down to the root. That sounds quite cool. It's a bit more playful, so I'll put some vibrato on that note. Sustain it, then a bend. Let's see if I can kind of slide one of these kind of like double bendy things he does. So what it would be. Cool, and if I have enough sustain on it, I want to get a final bend, because he does this cool thing when he kind of slides between bends. Up at that 6 again to the flat 7. I switch to the neck pickup. I'll probably run out. I'm planning to sustain this for a bit, so I'll probably run out of sustain. A thing he does as well that I have noticed is he sometimes uses his finger for a softer sound, so I might try that on the last note as well. So I'll try and put that whole thing together. Cool, let's try and get a wee bit of speed on it. Playful, expressive, intricate, tasty. You'll be the judge of that one. Click there for how to add vibrato to bends, or check it out for more Guthrie Govan links. But yeah, hit subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. Leave me any suggestions in the comments. Check out the tabs on Patreon and enable all notifications by ringing that little bell on the side if you feel so inclined. Cheers, guys.